pipi bro ngapdang soba seksien chakni ka program Green Echoes ngade Nicholas J Kharnami rangkat baka team jonga ngipdang soba yapi chakni ka program ka bawan chapi lengba ka didi Meghalaya ka Green Echoes kani ka program hakaba ni persang banyo ban pathai banyo ban pedi chapi ya kita gipang kibakta ya ka mai mariang ka bait ke jongi nakapor chapor ni lapan i chapi bat ngilak kado ya kita kimat lani ki isu kiba kata ka mai mariang bat kumno mangi ki paipa ngidon ka benta ka bakrau ba kata kalong banyo banyada pat sumarkut ya gani ka mai mariang ka bait ke jongi lembang ni ka program rukom jo ni persang banyo ban pathai chapi bat ban pedi ya ki lat gelinti baga sarkar kala shim lembang ki projek ki paper kumjoru kumno bagi seng bhalang kila ya tre ha ki benta ki paper ki jongki banyo banyadai ka mai mariang kamtam kidon kinjing no senyang jongki riu shumet hakaba kilala penora ka jingkela haka imlang salang kamtam banyo banyeng ban keren badru ban kedau syapang gijike bagi mat hagwedei bat kilat banyada ya kami mariang ka bagi jongi te hagni ke episode jong ka Green Echoes mtagasni nginyo ban lek sya southwest khasil sa Mawkyrwat haga bangin lek banjungo ya ka chnong Mawlangwir haga ba ka Meghalaya tourism ka Meghalayan age rengkat baka jingye trelang jong ka Picasso Pupils and Arts Society bat ka shna Multi-Purpose Cooperative Society kilai trelang pantai ya kani ka yeng ka kyrpang ka balong kata ka bagi khot ka eco-friendly lane ka iadei bat ka mai mariang bat kumno gani ka jingtai ka long ka kyrpang bat ka balong ka phla ha ka rukom shna ya ka katba ka imlang salang kanang pai shaki jing jong ka jingkala ka sun beneng jongi ki banang kiu bat ka jingta jong ka ha ka perthai borok away kinong shna ye bat kinong penya jingtei kilanang kiu ya ka rukom trekam jongki rengkat bat ka ban punduna ya ki jabo bat ban yada ya ka mariang menta kala don ka dor ka ba kam he halor ki rukom tei ki bala panne bat ki ba jerngam da ka jingkiu thammai hakikor ki bor ki tiar bat kirkom trekam ka jingshna dur bat ka jingshna kampat ju kampenlet jingmut hakirikom ki bala ban penne pensa ya kamariang menta ladon buon ba kilat bagi nong shna yeng bat ki nong penya ya ki jingtei kila penkela ya ka rukom shna yeng ka ba iadei bat kamariang bat ka bala ban penne pensa ka project Pine Home katmu ban seng ya ka jaka bala penkre na ka benta ka lawai na ka benta ka jingnang jing start ban penroy ya ka jing tebet ka jaka bat thammai na ka benta ka jing puli ka jingwat bania bat ki jingmut bat thammai ha ka kam jungokai perthai la penchong nong rim ha ka jing trailang ka jing thmu bat ki nong ya shim benta na ka perthai bat na ka ri ka jing trailang bat ki pajba bat ka jing ki halor ki policy ka project ka angnot bentau ya ka rukom penne pensa ya ka mariang bat ka jaka ri konsuet ka papaunam ha ka perthai ka Pine Home ka penyoso lang ya ki jingstart balawat penya ha ka perthai bat ka mariang ka kyrpang jong ka Meghalaya pantau ya ka nuksa ka bala banne jong ka jingtei ka iadei bat ka mariang lengba ka jingi trailang bat ki riu shampang ki nong shim benta ha ka perthai ka thmu ban penkeladur ya ka jing penroy sor da ka ba penlek jingmut ha ka jing sumar ya ka mariang ka MBDA Meghalaya ka Office Jong Deputy Commissioner Southwest Khas Hills Meghalaya Mawkyrwat CNRD Block Ranikor CNRD Block Ranikor Subdivision kila snok tilang ha ka jing petrekam ya gani ka project Teknik por ngilak wan poi hang ni pok chnong Mawlangwir ka baha pok Mawkyrwat Southwest Khas Hills ha ka bangi wan banjgo ya gani ka yeng ka balate kyrpang bat kumju ka jingtei jong ka tei ka yeng kadang ya chakmat ha ka ba ngakwa penpeni shapi baro ba ka ba kalong kyrpang jong kani ka yeng ka bakila daptei kani kadang dei tang ka model henrei ka jing thmu kalong banyo bantei ya ki yeng ki balong kyrpang ha ka ba kita ki yeng ki balong eco friendly lane ki bayahap bat kamay mariang ka jongi klemda pundan kam ya ki mar ki matar ki balong kum ka simen lane ki mau ki rod lane ban pundan kam ki we ki jakter kum ki mar plastik henrei da ka ba pundan kam ya ki do bertha da ka ba pundan kam ya ka dieng bat kum ta ter Te hak ni kapor ngilap ni ba ya kani ki makundor la thau bala shna de ki ding but kat nang ya chkmat ni i wat kini ki ini ki ding ru ki bakershan ya kani ki makundor ru kade ki bala thau da ki ding kham ta me kyrpang kalong kini ki kenro ka bangilap ni kani ki kenro kade bala thau kyrpang da ka do bertha bat kumju penankam da ki si hapo jong ki kum bagi jule akipor ndai thai bat kham tam wat ki mawit ru hang ni kim dei shu ki mawit hendrai ki dei da kita ki mawit do bertha ki bagi penankam but kani ka dei tangkam model kata ka model project hendrai ka ba kham kyrpang kalong ka the ga yeng ka bagi dang thau hang ni kapor ka bangi yo pen pet lengba kani ka program ka kyrpang ka jongi bat le se kani kan long kata ka we ka ban wara ya ka jingkla habe dei bat ka kom perkat pedang ba kiai kita kijak jingtai ka bangi don kam bentau hagi ni ki por ki sini menta ki baya hap bat kam mariang ka jungi bat kumjuru banyada ya kami mariang ka bai jungi.
So we are now in front of this smaller structure of the Pine Home, which was constructed as a first thing, and on this structure which was developed and discussed with the engineers from Europe, from Slovakia, Joseph Huger and Marek Huga, who has together discussed all these measures and all these things with the engineers from here, like Babat Kupar and Babat Line. And we have started with a small structure, which is testing most of the technologies which has been designed for Pine Home Project. So let's go inside and see, because the smaller structure is nearly finished and we can see how the Pine Home gonna look like. So this small cottage has been designed as a office and staff accommodation. And it means that as a Pine Home, it's not only guest house, it's a cultural center and tourism hub center and tourism information center. So this office will be served for that. And we are very happy that we could have done a little bit for this small structure. So all these technologies and all these specific materials could be tested here. Like we can see this wall, it's actually made by clay, means purely clay. There is no used any cement. We have done many researches in Meghalaya. There is a lot of initiatives with us within the India and also a few in Meghalaya, where they make some clay walls or they utilize the clay in their structures. But we have done it the way that there will be no cement included. It's done by bricks and by the clay plaster. And for the exterior wall, the insulation has been added. We'll see in the bigger structure how the insulation is there in the wall. And same way for the floor and for the ceiling, the wood has been utilized, not only because of we wanted to we actually will use any material which will be the most available. That's why there is a choice of wood which is more available. There are people who can work with the wood and who can bring it to this beautiful interior. And basically under this there is again wooden structure, RCC beams and columns, and it's filled up by insulation. Same with the ceiling. And for the floor, maybe here you can see a little bit detail that apart RCC construction, there are details detailedly done the structure by the wooden beams, and here you can see the insulation. We use the sheep wool insulation. Again, it could be any industrial material or any many options are there, but this is the leftover of the fabrication of the sheep wool cloth. Basically, it's the sheep wool felt, which is also available in Northeast, but we have purchased it from some bigger factory from India, and it is a loose sheep wool felt, which is the top quality material for insulation, especially in Europe. In my country, this will be the costliest insulation possible, whereas here it's one of the cheaper options. So it's not only natural, it has the best insulation capacity over the time it expands, and it's actually much more profitable than any industrial material. And we're very happy it's very much available here. So we have used it in this flooring, in the walls, and also in the ceilings. And we are having here the example. This is a little bit like a rough edge example of the bathrooms, which could be done also in this way, that we have a clay wall, we have the flooring, which is not really a concrete slab, but the tiles could be fitted there, and very conventional bathroom could be executed. But it's very simple, and in a Pine Home it will be developed a bit more design way, more into the aesthetic side. So we are standing here on the green roof of this small structure, and you can see that we are having the plants here. But then over the dry season, to do any planting, it will be difficult, and the green roof will be not really green. That's why we are planning to plant here succulent plants, which are like evergreen plants, and which can stay green even in these hard conditions of the sharp sunlight or like sharp rainfall, and which are able to actually grow also on this 50 mm height of the substrate or soil. So green roof is a concept which is supposed to cool the building or protect the building, and whatever greenery was taken from the under has been recovered on the top of the building, which is very much used now in the cities and in the contemporary architecture, and which is one very important part of the ecological architecture, or like this kind of ecological projects. Green roof not only protects the building, but also provides slight insulation, though for these projects we are having also insulation, 15 centimeter of insulation with the sheep wool covered by the wooden ceiling, which you could see inside. And this construction slab has been made by wood, on which there were certain layers of membrane, hydromembrane, and dimple board, and different layers laid down, so that the plants over the 20 or 50 years the roots of the plant will be not piercing through this hydromembrane and will not allow the water to leak through. So all these measures has to be taken, and the conventional kind of way of green roof had to be implemented. And we are very happy that we got all these materials from India, which are actually made in India and many times exported abroad, not really utilized here. Now we are inside the main building, which has been the purpose of this building is that ground floor will be a community center, come restaurants, come exhibition place, concert place, and we are hoping that the local society will get a professional training how to uplift and promote the local cuisine for this area and for the tourism. And upstairs there is one small conference room and 4 rooms for the accommodation, so that this is another way how the project is sustainable, so it generates the revenue, so that society can run this as a guest house, and at the same time be able to support themselves for the other activities and for the running the tourism center and doing all these cultural activities here. So saying that, how this structure was designed was after a long research between the Khasi traditional buildings and the modern design, and also we didn't want it to suggest here to make something very out of the place. It's supposed to be a little bit like fusing in within the environment and within the atmosphere here. So that's why these buildings are a little bit like lower, they're square and circle shape, and they are maybe a little bit having the feeling of Assam type of house, but also something new and something modern. But some aspects of the traditional building has been kept, like this fireplace, which is in the center of the building. Maybe it doesn't look like the traditional fireplace which used to be inside the bamboo house. It's done very modern way, or like a very creative way. But we kept this shape of pumpkin, and our architect has designed it as one kind of central piece, something interesting, something as a design piece too, not only serving as as a place for the heating and for the gathering people in the center of the house or of the center. So you can just see this structure. It has been constructed by the fireproof bricks. Again, just to meet the measures for the fireproofing and for the long resistance, and it has been placed on the concrete slab again for being able to hold it and to stay. And there will be an entire system of utilizing the wood the most effective way, so that the fire is there also as an attraction, but also functional, so it makes the entire building warm. So the fire, which will be light here, will be run by the wood from here, from around the village. And there is the idea or the system is that they will be planting the pine trees, and these woods, which they are gonna extract from the forest, will be replanted. So again, the measure of the sustainability will be practiced here, so that people will be not just taking from the forest, but will be giving back, or the people who are generating some revenue from this area will be actually taking care also of the returning back to the nature. So as we spoke about the insulation of the building, here we have the exterior walls, which are having the different layers. After the bricks, the sheep wool insulation has been implemented, and the bamboo mesh, which holds this kind of plaster, which you can see a very rough version of it. It's not finished. You can see the final plaster. We are trying to make it very straight and make it match to the conventional buildings, so that this architecture will be actually pleasing the aesthetics also for the people who are more fond of the conventional buildings. That's why we are, or maybe also to show that this kind of clay plasters could be made the way that one cannot differentiate if this is a clay plaster or is it a RCC plaster, but the benefits of this material will retain. And you can see this will be the final plaster, first layer of the final plaster. But before that, there is this rough structure which is holding this fine plaster, and it is made not only by clay and sand, but there are also the leftovers of the pedicalcivation. So you can see everything, whatever was extracted from this area. As you can see the rice fields, you can see the lake where the clay was extracted, and river sand has been utilized in those walls. The insulation, which is retained in the ceiling and the flooring, it's continuing also in the windows. Those windows are with the DGO glasses, means double glazed glass, which is here mostly promoted as a soundproof, but is the main properties for which we use it here. It's for the thermal insulation. So with this glass, basically the hard work which was given to the walls, ceiling and the floor, it's continuing also in the glass. There will be no air coming inside, no wind coming inside, and also no moisture. As well as when we will heat up the fireplace, we will not have to spend that much wood as if the building will be not insulated. So the saving of natural resources and saving of electricity in case of using heater or the AC in case of summer will be actually saved, or the cost will be actually cut. We are in the top floor of this construction of this building, and here will be the 4 rooms with attached bathrooms, which will serve for keeping the guests as a guest house and for generating the revenue. And I want to just show that this interior partition has been done not only by bricks, but here we exercise another type of clay wall, which is directly throwing the clay towards the bamboo mesh, which has been utilized for some type of house or different way in Northeast India. And we utilize it only in the interior partitions because we wanted to retain the exterior walls with the bricks, which are a little bit stronger and can hold the exterior, the condition of the exterior weather. And Here, apart the 4 rooms, there will be one small conference room for the meetings and for some other activities of society. And so under the syntaxis area, there is this skylight which are bringing the light inside the building. And the chimney pipe will be coming out and will be bringing the heat also in this corridor and in this side. This is the clay brick, which has been researched specifically from the clay which is extracted from the lake, from here. And apart lake, this brick contains sand and the leftovers of the basically the rice straw. And this brick has been manually compressed. And normally in Europe, we used to use this kind of bricks from many centuries for building of the construction of the building, and those buildings stand still now. Many of them basically, if they were not distracted, they basically stand still now because, and we believe that also here when this kind of practices will be mastered, maybe not only clay bricks but other way of doing the clay wall, it will be having more longevity. There will be not only properties and health properties which this brick has, but also the longevity of the construction will be achieved. So this brick, it's inside these wooden squares, basically because though it's manually compressed, it doesn't contain any cement and it will not have as bearing capacity as a normal burn brick. That's why the load of the brick is divided into the wooden construction here. And the brick, it's covered for the exterior wall. The brick is covered by this insulation, which, as I was speaking earlier, this insulation is loose sheep wool felt, basically the leftover of the sheep wool industry, which is just tossed inside and covered by this geotextile. And on the top of this, there would be a bamboo mesh and clay plaster will be implemented as we saw downstairs. And one more very important thing is that it has been researched that staying in the building which is made out of RCC and staying in a building which is made out of this kind of clay wall, it's a big difference for the health benefits. It's not only that we will not see the fungi and the moisture problem with the moisture management, but it will also affect our health, and especially the diseases which are from the problems with the breathing will be taken care of because of the air it's basically going through the soil and not through the RCC. So the clay for the bricks and for the plaster has been extracted from this lake. Means the soil of this place was suitable, or the clay quality was suitable enough. That's why the design of the building has been done with the clay wall and the clay bricks. Means the clay has been dug from here, and with the purpose of having this as a lake, as a water storage place as a natural exercise, the designing of natural swimming pool, and also for the aesthetical purpose to keep it here as a part of this beautifying environment. And natural swimming pool means that apart hydromembrane, which is going to be hidden, will be not visible like this. This looks very rough. There is no more concrete or no more other insulation to separate the water from getting out during the dry season. So that's why the rain water harvested through the green roof on the main structure of the Pine Home will be brought through the drainage, natural drainage system, which is developed only by the stones, will be brought here, and the excess water will be going to the rice fields. And with this way, the harvesting will be done a little bit natural way, where we don't have only the RCC storage of the water, but also we are utilizing the way how is it done basically naturally in the nature. So the water comes through the stones to the lake, and excess water with the small stream is going back to the rice fields. And one more technology which we didn't mention was how to treat with the wastewater and grey water. So behind the small structure there is a classic septic, but the excess water will be actually run through the root cleanser and natural cleanser, which will basically purify the water so that it can go to the fields. This system, it's not really practiced here, and it is very much needed. And in case of this kind of remote places and the villages where the water from the septics is actually not taken and not purified, but it's actually just going to the underground waters, has to be this kind of measures has to be taken care of. So also the Pine Home wants to utilize the chemicals and the shampoos and the soaps which will be made naturally from the people, from the small manufacturers, which will make this kind of natural cleansers, which will be utilized there. So then the water will be not having any chemicals, and the natural root cleanser could be exercised.
Ngaso ban ai kublai ru ya ka sarkar ke jongi khamtam ye Dr. Vijay Kumar badi Commission Secretary joka Tourism Department ibala initiate ikni ka project te khendiat ngan subatai ikni ka project kani ka project kalong ba ngi latre ya ka da ka bangi penduna ya ka jingtre jongki penunkam ya ka concrete ki steel ya kani ka project ki jing penunkam ya ka concrete kalong tangkom bas 10% yaki tiar ki banglapan kambat pendap ini project balai ngile kamta kalong bangin ngin long ngin shna ka kaying ka balong eco friendly ban use ka eco friendly materials but kini ki bangi use ya ka concrete kalong tangi kini ki frame ngi laban itang ya ka paya yaki beams but ka foundation kata kalong ba khnang makaying kan scam bat kan khamne number bangi don ru ka top hajrong hang thi tunum mengidon ki top sauteli ban khnang ban supply ni kayeng tengi lapran kam bun da ki deng ni ka jaka bangi use bat ngak ban ong bakani kadai ka jingpun kam ya ka European technology da ka ba ngilapran kam da ki materials ki ba nangni ki local materials kini ki deng nangni na po khasil jungi ki ding sal ki bingilai pan kam ki ding nang ta kilentang ki bun ki dingse nang ta yaka kanro ngilai le da kiniki do bersa ki boyo ngi nangni nakni ka jaka hi ngilati ya kini yen ngilati ya kini khendau nangni nak jaka but menta kalong kum kapung but mangiti ngini ka do bersa ngilasna gum ya ki mauit tamadak ki do bersa hi ngila khle lang bat ki katu kat ni benta jong u siap katu kat ni bade jong u sun kendian nang ta bat kini ki skumplang bat ngila le daki ya kini ki kanro bat kini kanro kani ka yeng ang la ban ong pi ba kata ka yeng kalong ba kalong la dipidon portlang kanum kriat handila poliuru kanum shit ngan sibatai kendiat ba ya kini ka yeng nadu na ya ka floor ngila insulated ya ki kanro ru ngila don kita insulation materials bat ya ka roof ru kani ka floor kalong ba ningkong ngila aiswara ki beam jongki ki deki dieng nang ta hapo ngi ai da kenja plywood nang ta hang tu pat ngi ai saki kita kisnyu langbrot ki bangi ong bangi wanda naki napo Punjab kita kisnyu langbrot ki long ba ki deki waste nakini ki karkhana gwe tu jan ki deki bala tam tengi thit ikitu bat ngi wanda tengi mbo ikitu hapo ki long ki insulation materials hang tu pat ngi don sakata ka geo textile kalong kum ka thin membrane ka ba longkum ka filter materials tu hajrong kata bat ngi ai sakalentang te kata na ya ka floor nang ta ya ka kanro ngile shna frame shot ki ding kumba arpot sodong nang ta ngi sale da ki ni ki mauit ki ba ngi shna ki dobor tha ba ngi shna ngi hi nang ta ngile sa biang da kita ki snyu lang bron nang ta ngile sa da ka skatika da ki set man perskam ya ketugi snyu jong lang brot nang tangi ai biang satu geo textile bat ngi saplastar do bersaing klem perun kam simen hang ni hapo ki kendo ru te yaka tudum kham tam leng ka itu pi ba hang ni ka tudum kalong kum ka kper pi ngila ban thung jing thung ngila ban thung sentiu hak tudum baleng ngil kwa ka ni kalong ba namar ngila snai ka ni yeng tubut ka kani green area ngila do te hajaka ban do ka ni replace no ka green area hatunum te kani ka tudum ka don hapo kalentang nang tangi ai sakata ka hydro membrane kalong kum ka waterproof materials bakhnang ba kini jing thung kim la man sam lamba ki thiet hapo nang tangi sa ai bat sada kata ka dimple board kata long ba kin bat khandau khna ba namar kalong slope kum tu te kini ki khandau kinum tuit ke te kata ka dimple membrane nang ta ngidon saka geotextile ka tapat ka long kumban filter yaki lan yaki yaki thiet ki laban sama tu pok ka hydromembrane nang tapat ngis ai saka khandau ngila ban use kono khandau ko bangi yo bat ba kumbangi le hakper bat ngila ban thung ki sentiu ki thung ki juhur ki kat pangi kwa te kata kalong ba ka jengmut hi jong kanika project kalong ba ngin penduna ya ka jing penkam yaki niki i marpo khandau la niki tiar ba kin sadu no ma ki penkam la kini dieng ki ba ngi use kini dieng bat ngi la ban thung biang ki kamlong ba kin du no ye kumju roi ki snu lang bron ki ba kila ban mi biang ya kanika project ngila shna kanika than khanang ba kalong ba kum ko ka model project namta kanika than bat ka jaka jungi marba kalalong bangi pran kami daki tiar ki bangayo nang nihi dengi pran kambat daka teknologi ke mana sabar te kanika project kalong bakum kawe naki balongkum kawe naki guest house ani hapo Mawkyrwat area barngi bagi bun ki jaka pet ngok kai pertai sakni ki than ki babun de ki turis ki wan ki duna ki jakasa te habaki wan bansa ro ki ngladangi don kum kanika yeng ki yo ban experience kenya kata ka jing shna kambang kumno mi shna da bangi program lagi tiar ki benang ni he te di program teknologi no way te hang ni ngidon hajrong ngidon kumba sauteli ki kamera ba don nang attach bathroom nang ta ngidon hapreng ka jaka open space ka bangila ban longkum ka conference room te haka ground floor pat ngidon ka restaurant bat ngidon ru ka kitchen te hang ni ngasukwa ban ong ri pi bang ngidon kanika jakas angding mo ngi ko longkum ka tepai ka tambang lasna karkom ko ba khamlong modern te hang ni ngidon so steel pipe kum chimney ka balik nang du na ground floor kali chatu sa terrace te la portlang ngila ban angding hang ni ngila ban thang gidieng bat kan saat kani ka yeng pro ko nomar kani ka yeng kalong bala long insulated kini ki jak hayet ro kilong double glaze kilong artli te mot kan kajing create kajing saat nabar kamla su bandung sepo tumot sin bangila pen me egni ka ya kani ka ding nang nana po tumot kini ki ka yeng kala saat bat kalong kani ka we kalong bangi pluna kajing plun kam ya ka electricity ni kalong kum ka natural air condition kani imdon kam suban on AC la ning imdon kam suban penme hitar portlang
hoi ka de ka sien ka ban kong hi nga ban ngan yo tre kum kini ki chan yeng probor mun swangi tre beda ki yeng ki long ong kum ki long por mun sa ki long yeng mandai ba mo de ka ya per sibun bat ki yeng ki ba man bat ka ni ka ba ngi tre man tang yo sibun ki jing ki kai la kam pa kini ki trong cái yana ấy tôi kêu ai sibun ini kicing kai nu ban le adu ban swa ban nyat ga dieng ani ban swa ban sa em tu ngi dot kam ban nyat ki treatment ki ai kum tu ka plan jong ki ke de pe nas ta sabar phi te dapai hang ni pan ngi ki tiar kita ni dang long ki baduna ba adu kata ngi bun teng teng ngi hap ngi le da ki kiti pat kaya per sibun pat namat ba jaka ki we ngape kai mut ki tiar ki tar ki la biang dot yang ni por penyang ini paya we ru tu mun sem stom hangi hapsu khod aga GCB kumnu ban pen kan tiaw itu pilar amar pa ban le da khod ta ka kreng ke eru gimdon chani la janjar ri ban poi teng la sule la ka le tang da ka GCB em tu taman penyang de por bangi dras ki tieng eru nga hap le bida kiti kalong ba sem por ban trai andal dap kani kan long ka ba itanan bar ka ba kan long ru ka ba net slam nde ban kan sune tang chi slam arsnam kerman ba kan kam slam namar ba kiding ki eru ngala le kiding ki papai ala dang yo sa ka we la ne atalim to kum ka long kam suk su engi man trai mar ni rang long ka ba ka sin ka ban kong hi tang long yo sa ki we kum ka kam suk si bun la dang kum ban prepare pai kiding ki eru ngala kam suk
dak jingdon jong ka Pine Home kalong sisa ka jengkor khu ya ka ni ka dong ka than ka jungi bangi ai khuble ya ka society ka bala tresitom bat kum ka chnong ni yadon ringkat ni tre ringkat namta banang kentiu ya ka Pine Home mar da ka jingdon jong ni da ka jingte ya ka yeng kalong sisa ka jengkor khu nomar ba jingte ya ni ka long ka hap ba ka climate ke jungi shani ka jilong jo ka mariang ro ka iadei.
Ya kan ni ke society ni la form na du usnam arajar arpel bat ni la ya trelang bat ki wai ki society la ban ong kum ka Picasso pupil na po ka Shillong nang ta ni trelang bat ka tourism department bat ka Mekalian and H bat ka arts society na ka na Shabari ha ka ba ngiwan ra ya kan ni ka yeng hadin bang isotu ba kan ni ka yeng ka ajing mentoy yangi mat hadin ba ngilaya puson ngilaya song ban perkat kumno ban wan ra ya kan ni mat hadin bang layo ngi kum ka society ngila ay ya kan ni ka jaka ba kan long ka jing mentoy tang yangi ka society rai ya ka snong hi barok away ni penon kam ya ki mar ki mata ki bang yo na kan ni ka jaka bat kayung ka jing thu jongi ka society kalong ba ngin wanra ya ka jing mentoy ya ka dong ka than tang ya ka snong jongi rai ka dong ka than knang ba kum kini ki ying ken pen ken mau biang yangi ya ki por ki barim habala shna ya kani kum kajuk ka barim ha ka bangi don ya ki maukin krum kum mang shnam ki por menswa nang ta ka jaka seluding ka don ha pedang te ka pen ken mau te nakaliang jonga kum sekretari naduk basdang ngala dorengkat badak juk ka por nga longkum u manager laban ong bapej bakmi nak benta kani ka jingtai ya kani ka yeng te ngaso ba kani ka experience kanang ai yangi tang yanga ndrai ka sekretari bada ka dong kathan kuno bangin tengkai kamtam ladang pom ki deng nilak pat ban yo daki wei radang penon kam ki mar po khandau kum ha ka bang ti emotion ban pen kam simen kata kalong ka penjot ya kami mariang te kani ka project asya kalong ka project ka ba ai nuksa bat ka ai ka jing mentoy yangi kumno bang nyen recycle ya ki material ha ka bangi penon kam te nakaliang jongi idon ka jing kemi lenti ba nang ni sakmat nyenang kemi lenti ba lemba ka jing ya terelang bat ki bor jong ka sarkar kam tamat ka office jong ka tourism department kan sim ya kan ni ka benta bahkan nang encourage kanang penselur ya ki jaka lan ya ki breu bakin sim kini ke project ya ka ba nakaliang ki arkitek nabari kilawan ra kenang ba ka mariang kanom jot hadin habut kenang mangin presep ya ka
ngesem hane ke project bagi kidon pun ki elements ki balong plah ba shna ya ke project kum kawai te kade bika insulation ke balai akran adu mana te kawai pada kade penonkan bika green roof kata bang bangi long bangi bu ke kundau halor ka roof benata bentuk plang halor joka kena baka kan long kan insulate ya kaye kena cubu ada deh ki porset ikum tu kan employed kaye te kata hi kawai nata kawai ki dan ki environmental Europe bang bangi penonkan makani ke project kembangin treat ya kita ki grey water ba kita mi nak ni kaya yang bang treat shwa pelajar ka sekini ki feel kan then kembang mana bagani ki long ka ki jingshna ki bangila mara piang mak pertai mata te kasu ga te ga chimatoi pun yakini ki yakani ga dong tha jungi sene ba ki misteri ki nombala kila yo piang kumka jingkai kumdo ban shna piang ikini tel hadin habur lada kini project kalong successful mak kata ka model ecotourism jok Meghalaya te maki kilalong mak kita ki skill labor bakin petrai kan ka project hadin ada ka sarkar jongi kadang asyuk mungkin project sakal lengga state jongi.
This organization is based in Shillong and in Slovakia. And our main program here in Shillong, it's an art residency which brings professional artists from different parts of the world, which stays here for 1 month, and we do various workshops and activities and symposium with local artists. So we were having an art exhibition in India International Center where many invitees has been called and many people participated. And we're very happy that Sir Sampat Kumar, who was a commissioner for the Meghalayan House, has introduced the idea that why our organization don't have one cultural center, or why don't we have in Meghalaya one center which can actually facilitate this kind of exchanges. And that was very core beginning in 2018, where we were assigned to collaboration with MBDA and and Basin Development, and we have we did a lot of research about the scope and opportunities in specifically here in Southwest Khasi Hills for the tapping also on that tourism aspect and on developing the place which is not really touristically yet developed or touristically so much known. So research was going on for a long time, and this project was more growing and more getting into more research and academic way. And we thought that this will stay in the theory, but we were very happy for the further initiation with Madam Isamanda Lalu, who was a DC here in Mawkyrwat, and also obviously Dr. Vijay Kumar, the Commissioner and Secretary for Planning, who has understood the potential of this project and the ideas which we bring, and who has decided that they will try to implement the things which we have researched. It was also the initiation of Sibyl Lindo, who was a member of Seisnat Society, and who actually went through these researches with us as an officer of Basin Development. And he was the one who was hearing from all the villages, all the people where we did the research, where we discussed about the tourism potential, discuss about what could be done that their place could be uplifted. So he was the one who also initiated so that we can actually make one kind of hub, one kind of place where all these ideas and all these scopes could be concentrated.
Tekato ngila poi sa kabata bakut jong kani ka episode jong ka Green Echoes kaba niwan yu kjat hangne hapo Mawkyrwat hakaba ngila wan ban yo ban wan ban pej ban jengo ya kani ka jingtei hangne hapo ka snong Mawlangwir hakaba kani ka Saitsnat Multipurpose Cooperative Society rangkat ba ka jingi trelang jong ka Meghalaya Tourism bat ka Meghalayan Age bat ka Picasso People hakaba kilaya trelang pantawi kani ka jingtei ka ba kyrpang bat ka ba long ka ikay ka ban lese penbu nuksa pat ya ki weiru kumju bakumno hakne ka juk mata ya kini ki jingtei ya ki yeng ki sem lane ki jingtei building ki ba pher ka ba ni ju ya kat kum ka juk mata ban tei be tang dikini ki cement lane ki concrete lane ban tei hakata ka dur ka ba bamya hap shu pat ka mai mariang hendrei hakane ka por hakane ka jaka kani ka jingtei ka long ka wei ka nuksa yang hilang baro hakaba ngilap penon kam neki ki ka balong jong ka mariang bat kumno ka baya hap bat ka saudong sokun bat ban yarap ban pentei shu ya ka mai mariang ka ba it ka jongi te kani ka long ke ka ba lese ngi dan kam ban bot nuk salang bat kum joru lese ka jing ai men sim pat yangi ha ka ba ka tanat Meghalaya Tourism hi kala shim ya ka maujam ban yo ban wanra ya ka balong kam kyrpang bat ka ba iadei bat ya hap bat ka mai mariang baru ban la ban pentei lani ban la ban ai kata ka rukom perkat perdan ka ba kampala bat kam tmai habede ka ba yahap bat ka ba ka jingtmu ban penne pensa ya ka mai mariang ka ba it jongi tekne por mangau Nicholas J Karnami rengkat ba ka tim jongan po Didi Meghalaya ni ai kuble pilang baro ban ngikermen ba ka ni ka episode kala long ka ka ba penpet mat dingi bat kumjoru ka ba lese pi pila ban wan ban pet ban jengo hagi por kisngi hadin baladap shna ya ka ni ka yeng ka ba kyrpang ka ba kikot ka Pine Homes.